Just within the last few hours, Iranian state media confirming that the supreme leader of Iran is dead. This is after overnight strikes on the country by both the U.S. and Israel. President Trump making the same announcement earlier today, adding that he believes that many other key Iranian decision makers are also dead. U.S. officials say that the strike targeted Iran's missile and nuclear programs along with senior leadership. Iran has retaliated, firing attacks towards Israel and U.S. military bases in the region. Thanks for joining us on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. I'm Morgan Wolf. It is 7:30 Sunday morning in Iran right now, and the Israeli military says that it has begun a new wave of strikes targeting ballistic missile arrays and aerial defense systems in Iran. Jessica Hart joining us from the live desk with the very latest developments. Jess?
Morgan, just within the last hour, Iran's Revolutionary Guard says the most intense offensive operation ever is coming and will target Israel and U.S. bases in the Mideast. Also, Iranian state media just announced the head of Iran's Revolutionary Guard and a top security advisor to the Ayatollah were also killed in an American-Israel airstrike. This afternoon, the United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting that lasted a little more than 2 hours. Many of the ambassadors who spoke condemned the U.S.-Israel airstrikes on Iran and say it has escalated tensions around the world. Israel's ambassador says Iran has threatened death to them and Americans and say the strikes were necessary for survival.
We did not act of impulse. We did not act of aggression. We acted out of necessity because the Iranian regime left no reasonable alternative.
History has taught us that the cost of inaction is far greater than the burden of decisive action.
Israel and the United States have attacked Iran. They have violated international law and the Charter of the United Nations. They must be held accountable.
Here in Minnesota, people have differing opinions on the airstrikes. For many Iranian communities in the state, they're happy to see this regime come to an end, but some people are worried the strikes will lead to war.
Relief, jubilation, pain, sorrow, but by and large, it's a feeling of hopefulness. Finally, after 47 years of absolute horror, Iran can really begin to assume its rightful position in the world.
It's an open act of war, and we stand against it. The United States has no right whatsoever to send planes and ships and missiles halfway across the world to tell the people of another country that we have more right than they do to decide who should rule their country.
One thing that everyone has been saying is that there is a difference between the Iranian regime and the people of Iran. While some people are happy the regime is out of power, they disagree on how it was carried out.